Hello friends, today we have a look at the soil treatment. It's something so wonderful. Mother Earth gives us soil. So I went to the forest and I digged maybe 20 centimeters below ground and I took the soil. Look, it is here. Now, how do we prepare? I have here this basin, another one, and the sieve. Just by hand I start to clean it. I take off all the little stones, maybe a piece of wood, maybe a leaf. What I can, I do by hand. Of course, if you see there is a little animal in it, you take it off. Now, when it is already a bit clean, I take this basin, I put that on top. Now a handful, I work it through. And doing like this, you get something like a soil powder, a very homogeneous size of the corns. There are no stones in it, no branches in it. So we prepare that soil powder, which is the powder which we will elaborate later for maybe doing a soil treatment to the knee, soil treatment to the hand. Soil which I will prepare with a little bit of oil, maybe some herbal remedy and so on, we will show you. To prepare all that, we start to doing this work to have a wonderful soil powder. Now look at that result. It's fantastic, it's fantastic. Look at the color. There is something interesting. Sometimes you can see there is the reddish soil, it is clay. Sometimes there is green soil, greenish clay, or sometimes even very rarely the blue one, which is the most potent soil which you can use to cure. But anyway, you can use it with any soil. The only thing which is important that it is natural soil. It is not somehow contaminated with maybe cement or something like this, asphalt, tar. And it shall be soil where no animal was there, because if animals grazing there, then we have urine and the feces from the animal, and we don't want to have that there. Therefore, have a careful look where you are going to prepare your soil. You dig a bit, and then we have this soil powder. Now we are coming to prepare the paste. I just take a handful of this wonderful soil powder and we add some water. On the end it shall be quite homogeneous and dense. Now it is a little bit too liquid, so I add a little bit more soil. Just do it with my finger so I can feel the density. A little bit more. Very good. And then I take a little bit of oil. It helps for the adhesion. Okay. I would like to make it a little bit more dense, and I think then we are enough. Now this paste you could warm up in a case of a chronic knee pain, chronic elbow pain, osteoarthritis, chronic pain. You can warm it up. If it is an acute pain, swelling after distortion, contusion, then we need it cool. Now we have this cool paste. I'm still not really satisfied, but now it will be okay. Now it's perfect. Now I'm really satisfied. Well done. Now we can prepare it to put it on the knee. Okay, now we are ready. I put it a paste here on a piece of paper. And it's maybe 1 centimeter high. It's really good enough. It's not only a little bit, it's really good enough. Now this is cool soil paste, and it will be helpful as an anti-inflammatory product, and it would help as well to ease off swelling, edema. So my patient is ready, and I just put it like this here. Now I have it here nicely. I squeeze it a bit to shape. So the whole paste is covered and the soil is directly on the skin. Now we close it with a towel. Now I'm coming with my bandage, and I'm start to bandage below. Tight enough, but not too much. So when the patient will be upright, the paste won't slip her down. Is it okay? Yeah. Now the patient can pull down the trousers, and she will be in this package until she can feel it's no longer wet, humid. When it gets dry, then it's the time to take it off. If you have a very severe inflammation and it's really hot the knee, you leave it just until the patient says, now it's no longer cool. Then you have to change. But if it is a moderate inflammation, you leave it until it is dry. Now the patient is ready now. She just can stand up and go. It's fixed well, and maybe after 1.5 hours, 2 hours, it will be dry, and then we will take it off. Thank you. You can go. She walks well. While our patient is walking around doing her job, I would like to show you some more detail. You can add in the paste some dry herbs, even some fresh herbs, which you cut in small pieces. Here, by example, I have Tagetes minuta. These are flowers and seed, which I dried. Tagetes minuta in Sesotho it will be lechuchuta. It has an anti-pain effect. It is somehow a natural painkiller. Now I just make it small, and I add it to my soil. I leave it there for a while. I already can see. Now I mix these flowers and seed into the soil. I already can smell. It's wonderful, the smell of lechuchuta, of Tagetes minuta. Now this paste is enriched by the herb. I can do the same application as I did it before. I put it in a piece of paper and then we put it on the body. Now, when are we doing cool pastes? We are doing them when we have an acute acute inflammation. Of course, the skin should be closed. If you have an open skin, a wound, you cannot do that. If the wound is nicely healed, or there is no wound, just a contusion, perfect, you can do it. Even on acute phlebitis, you can put that cold soil plaster, an inflamed knee, arthritic knee, hand, elbow, shoulder, even on the back you can do it. If there is a subacute inflammation, you will just do it by room temperature. If it is a chronic old pain, it's not a really inflammation. Let's say chronic pain after an ankle sprain, maybe osteoarthritis on the knee or the shoulder, then you warm it a little bit up on the stove, just a little bit. Be careful that it is liquid enough, and then that warm hot plaster you put in it and to cover it with a bandage and then a blanket around. So these are the basic rule for acute inflammation, cold application. For a subacute inflammation, it is just room temperature. For a chronic, not inflamed condition, you make it hot. Try on yourself, try on your family members, and when you go to practice, then you're ready for your patient. Enjoy!